is to address this particular issue. In the Middle East, we have 5 of the political conflicts that have resulted in ICAO not being able to identify 3 primary issues: improving runway safety, reducing IATA, and now the drive is to actually educate the other end. It's a tougher one because you have to actually engage a number of stakeholders. That has caused some problems, but it's being addressed as we speak. There are several initiatives that we imagine how many airspace closures we've had, and imagine conflicts that we've. Sustainability, obviously, this is a key element. Owens will be giving a briefing on this, and I encourage everybody to watch safety, and there are many initiatives inside it. And then also,
more than 90% of the tourists that arrive into the Americas region is passengers. That we don't have high rail, we don't have the best road infrastructure like it is. In America, the average annual number of trips taken per citizen is only 0.65 versus North America, Canada, US, or up to 4.5 trips per year for Spain. We can realize the full potential of aviation in this diverse region and stringent aviation regulations. The situation underscores the need.
فالشركات تعتمد على شركات اخرى مصنعه للوقود، اوكي، او دول بالاصح، اوكي، وتعتمد على التكنولوجيا من مصنعات الطيارات. هي شركات تستعمل الطياره، يعني تقود الطياره، يعني فاستغلال واستعمال الطيارات بالطريقه المناسبه كانت فيها شركات طيران، ولكن وجود الساف بالسوق المحلي مو موجود نهائيا، مش موجود. كل قطرة ساف انتجت شروها شركات الطيران، اوكي. فعلى الدول وعلى شركات المصنعة للوقود ان تقوم دورها وتصنع الساف، اساس ان توصل شركات الطيران لهدفها بزيرو افيشن CO2 بسنة 2050. انت لو تلاحظ شركات الطيران عندها الخبره، سنين من الخبرات، وواجهت سنين من مشاكل، سواء من الاقتصاد، سواء من جو الطقس الجوي، سواء من الكورونا، سواء من الفولكانو. عندها خبره كثيره، تسكير اجواء الطيران، عندها خبره تتصرف باسرع وقت ممكن، اساس ما تخلخل الشركه بالعمليات بالرحلات هذا. فعندها يعني شركات الطيران عندها خبره كافيه ان تغير مسارها وتعدل ادائها وخطتها، تتكيف بالوضع الحالي وترد على خطه ثانيه بس تغير الوضع مره ثانيه.
One thing that we are pushing throughout the entire region is the use of technology, biometrics, the kiosks to facilitate faster processing of these passengers, so we can make it the experience much more amicable than what we are seeing in many parts of the region. What we are seeing in some cases, we're building terminals that will satisfy the short-term needs of our industry instead of looking at the long-term, because once we open a terminal where we think it will be large enough to maintain operations for many years, within a year that terminal is already saturated. So we have to make sure that we are building fit-for-purpose terminals that will be able to grow without having to implement slot restrictions at these areas.